This video is sponsored by Squarespace. If you're a regular here on the channel, well, you know the story. I've probably told it too many times. I moved out at 18, literally fresh out of high school. And well, it's not what I thought it would be at all. Let's talk about it. I guess we should just get right into this. So last weekend, I posted on my Instagram story for people to ask me questions about living on my own at 18. So in today's video, we're gonna be answering as many questions as you guys have about me living on my own at 18 and what it's really like. So first question, is rent stressful? I think the idea of rent to somebody who's never paid rent before is scary, and to me it definitely was. For me to get over this scaredness, the daunting idea of rent, I saved. For over a year before I moved out, I made sure to save every month as much as I could so that if all goes to worse and I started making $0 every single month, then I'd be good to pay all the way through the lease. So to answer your question, no, rent isn't stressful just because I've prepared for it in the proper way. Does it get boring or is it fun? I moved out for one reason. My fun is growing my platforms, building my community, and making my family proud. That leads us to our next question. Do you ever miss your family or get homesick? Short answer, yeah. I've been away from my family in the past. I went to boarding school. For the first couple years of high school, I would leave the house at 5 a.m. and get home at 11 p.m. every single day. So being away from my family isn't really new to me. However, being away from them, as in distance, is kind of hard for me sometimes. Like, the thing that scared me the most about moving so far away from my family, and it's not like they're super far away, but it's not a, come over type of drive. It's 11 hours, an hour flight. I can go home whenever I need to, but it's sometimes hard to not be able to, talk to my little sister, play with my little sister, play with my younger brother, talk to my older siblings. Everybody in my family lives like a block from each other, and it's very close knit. And for me to be 10, 11 hours away just isn't the easiest thing for me to do. My takeaway over the past few months, just learning to kind of be away from my family, is to cherish those moments that you are with them. So when I do visit, I make sure to spend as much time as I possibly can with them. When I do see them, I make sure to tell them I love them and make sure that they know I'm always here for them, like no matter what. But yeah, family is definitely one of the hardest parts. How is the independence, the feeling of being able to do anything without restrictions? So me being alone, me moving out on my own, means I live according to my schedule. I am 10 times more motivated with living on my own now. For me now, there's no such thing as laying in bed for 12 hours because I'm lazy today. It's I have to grind, I have to post, I have to put my all into this, or I'm wasting my time here. If for whatever reason I decide to be lazy, this will all start crumbling down, and I do not want to disappoint myself, my family, my friends, my community. The reality of it is the bar's up here now. Expectations for myself are higher than they've ever been. I don't want to waste my time here. I don't want to waste my money here. So I'm going to put my all into this. That's the type of energy that is created by putting myself in a new state, putting myself in a position where I have to pay rent every single month or I'm gonna get kicked out. Pressure builds diamonds. That's how I've always operated. I've always worked best in environments where I have to show up. I don't want to look back 30 years from now saying, damn, I wish I tried harder. That's where I'm at. And at this stage of my life, that's how I'm gonna continue to be. Quick break from the video. We're gonna talk about today's sponsor, Squarespace. For anyone interested in a website of your own, whether that is a brand, a blog, a place to sell your own merchandise, or just a place to put your work, Squarespace is the perfect place to do that, and here's why. It's easy. Simply put, the interface and the ease of use for any new user makes Squarespace the best and easiest choice. The fact that you can create a clean and modern website so easily made this sponsor a no-brainer for me and something I recommend to all of my community. Head over to squarespace.com/lough to save 10% off your first purchase of a domain or website using code LOUGH. Once again, thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Do you plan on staying in Vegas long term? To be honest with you, I have no idea. My plan for 2022 is I want to buy a house. Whether that's in Vegas, in the Bay Area, I'm not sure. The Bay Area is more expensive. Vegas is easier to enter the buyer's market into. And honestly, at this point, I am not sure. To take the question in a different direction, I've learned a lot over the last few months. Definitely not everything, but I'm starting to understand, and I'm learning that I can succeed anywhere in the world, whether that's Vegas, whether that's the Bay Area, as long as I have the right mindset and I'm still hungry for this career, then I can do it. And honestly, it doesn't matter where that is. Do you ever worry about finances? Streaming isn't a stable source of income, so yeah, I understand the concern. I understand how streaming, 1 month you can make $10,000. Some people make more. A lot of people make less. And then the next month you can make $200. Yeah, so the scariest thing about making streaming a full-time job is the idea of having to stream 200 hours a month just to make enough for rent, or feeling like you have to stream every single day in order to do this full time. Here's how I've made streaming a full-time job without having to worry about the amount of hours that I stream. So I've taken the approach of content, stream whenever I feel like it. And that's not saying that I'm lazy, it's just putting the time in the right place. What I mean by that is, okay, I'm gonna stream 3 hours today, right? That's a normal stream for me. How can I maximize it? So I want to post on TikTok, YouTube, and of course stream, right? TikTok is good for growth. YouTube is good for monetization and growth. Twitch is good for monetization. But the problem is you can only really make money when you're live. So how do I make money when I'm not live? And how do I maximize the time that I am live to make money when I'm not live? I don't know if that made sense, but here's what I do. Like I said, I'm streaming about 3 hours every day. For that first hour, I'll react to setups. I'll do something that I can create into a YouTube video with an agenda, kind of with a plan going into it. After that segment, I stream just like any other streamer. I play games that I want. I don't play a game for more viewers. I just play what I have fun with, and I play with my friends. So me dedicating that first hour to actually creating content while I'm live that I can send to an editor, well, that's perfect, because now I have a YouTube video from that stream, and I also streamed for my viewers to make revenue. And of course, revenue is not everything. I genuinely stream because it's fun and I want to talk to my community and connect with them on a personal level. And at the end of the day, if I made $0 from streaming, I would still do it. And by the way, for years, I made $0 from streaming. Okay, continuing on. What's next? YouTube videos. So like I said, I have Twitch content. I send that stuff to an editor, and I pay anywhere from $50 to $80, sometimes more depending on the length of the video. In addition, there's so many small points in the stream that I can make TikToks, and oftentimes I do that. And then let's talk about normal YouTube content like this video here. So YouTube is scary for a lot of streamers because, number one, a lot of streamers' source of income is Twitch, but you gotta move away from that. And not saying that you can't make good money on Twitch, because you want to make that good money on Twitch, but you also want to make good money on YouTube with ad revenue, but also sponsorships. And simply put, the way to get sponsorships is to create, and they'll come your way. It's really that simple. Don't look for sponsorships, because sponsorships will find you. Anyways, the whole purpose of making that Twitch content that can later be created into YouTube videos by editors is so you can make money off of your Twitch streams while you're not live. Now you've officially monetized your Twitch content for when you're not live on stream. Perfect. Now what I do on a further scale is, instead of streaming 6-7 hours a day, even more, I've streamed 13-14 hours before. I condense that down to 3 hours, right? I put my all into those 3 hours. I try to be as entertaining, as interactive as I possibly can. And then on top of that, that extra 10 hours that I found in the day now that I'm not live streaming, I am now creating YouTube content like this. YouTube's the ultimate goal. Monetization's good, discoverability's good, and if I want to grow my Twitch with my YouTube, then it does that great. This month alone, I've gained 12,000 followers on Twitch, pretty much purely from YouTube. I haven't posted on TikTok as much. TikTok's good for discoverability, Twitch is good for monetization, and YouTube is the culmination of both. Yes, the general content is different, long form versus short form, and there is a learning curve to long form content, and I'm still learning that right now. But personally, I think if you're a creator that is kind of burnt out on short form content, learning long form content is definitely a new avenue and a different beast you should tame. Alright, more about the house. Do you ever disagree with your roommates? Yes, it's normal to have disagreements with other people. I think me living in dorms for a year kind of prepared me in a way, just because living with so many people on one level, because in the dorms you have your roommate and like 20 other people on your floor. That definitely prepared me, but it is definitely different than that. People not taking responsibility is definitely something that's kind of annoying sometimes, but is what it is. Number 2, everybody is on their own schedule, and this disagreement was kind of just not realizing that, I guess. So what I mean by everybody being on their own schedule, some people go to the gym early in the day, some people go to the gym later in the day, some people wake up earlier, some people cook really early in the morning, some people stream earlier, and everybody not being on the same schedule means sometimes there will be stuff left out. And understanding the idea of everybody being on their own schedule is important for anybody looking to move in with other people. What is it like living with 5 other creators? Let me just wait a second. Okay, it's not loud right now, but sometimes it can be. Sometimes people stream late, sometimes people leave their door open while they're streaming. Sometimes people are just creating content. It's normal, and personally, honestly, for me being on the first floor, everybody else is upstairs, I don't really notice it that much. But to add on to the question, genuinely it's dope. Being able to ask somebody else to help you with your video, if you need someone to record, if you need someone's opinion on a thumbnail, just kind of anything, there's always somebody there that can help you.
What's up, man? Wait, what's up? Are you still a virgin? Well, after he met me, things went a little crazy, so the answer is no, he's not. You want to know the reason? Me. I'm the reason.
All of this?
Yeah. They call us yin and yang for a reason.